Welcome back to the Doug and Commish Show. We are previewing the Week 8 games, and the first game that we're going to preview is the 3-4 Toilet versus the 1-6 Nappy. Again, Nappy, this just in, has made a trade. The trade was Richard Mendenhall and Kellen Winslow.
You gotta turn it back. I can't even hear it straight.
Do you want to restart it?
No, go ahead.
Perfect. But anyway, Richard Mendenhall and Kellen Winslow for Greg Jennings and Chris Cooley to the Bean. Analysis.
Right off the tip here, I haven't had time to really let this one sit in, Douglas. I'm a running back guy, so automatically I'm going to say that I like the trade for Doug. And I haven't talked to the Nappy about exactly what's going on there, but my guess is going to be he's going to want to go 4 wide, and this gives him the best opportunity with the big play potential out of Jennings. Tight ends are tight ends, unless you've got Gates or
Dallas Clark, perhaps, if you
Niners guy, Davis. All the tight ends are the same. So it looks like it's Jennings for Mendenhall. I prefer the running back, so that's just what it is.
Anyway, Toilet's going to run Aaron Rodgers against the Jets. Again, we used to be fearful of the Jets. They do have Revis coming back this week, but you still think Rodgers is a good matchup here?
Man, it's a toss-up right there. I mean, he's got huge injury issues with his wide receiver, with his offensive line, with his tight end. I'd take the Jets in this one. I think Revis coming back with getting healthy. I like the Jets.
All right. He has Michael Crabtree. He is going across to England. He's going to be playing the Denver Broncos. Now, his quarterback has just been announced this week, Troy Smith.
Man.
Hurt or help value for Crabtree?
The quarterbacks are the same. I mean, you and I are the same as Alex Smith. So, quarterback-wise, it doesn't make any difference. But going across the pond, as we say, with the time travel, the awkward hotel, the lights and camera and action and all that of being over there in London, it's got to hurt him a little bit.
Yep.
But, I mean, it is just Crabtree. It's not like you're talking a top receiver anyway.
On Nappy's side of things, we have, with the trade, obviously he's going to roll 4 wide, Greg Jennings and Brandon Lloyd. You know, I think that he's going to have decent matchups.
Yep.
But when you look at this game, what do you think it comes down to?
The matchups say Toilet Town. And really, it's his turn to win a game this week. After going win, loss, and win, loss, it's his turn to get a win after his debacle last week. So all logic and everything points to Toilet Town. So I'm taking Nappy by 10.
All right. I, too, will take the Nappy here. And I thought that he was going to get off the schneid last week. Unlucky. Perhaps he does this week. The next game is the 3-4 Sass at the 4-3 Bean. Sass has Brady going against the Minnesota Vikings, and he has Frank Gore going against Denver. You saw what Darren McFadden did against the Denver defense. Do you think they got any better from a week and traveling over to England?
I do think they got better just by simply showing up. They got off to a bad start. They just gave up. That's not real NFL defense.
Yeah.
They just gave up and let McFadden or Bush or whoever else was out there do whatever they wanted. They just gave up.
Okay.
That's not going to happen this week. He's still going to have a good Gore-like day, but he's not getting no 46.
Now he has Devon Best and Lee Evans.
Lee Evans, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. I mean, he's a hit-or-miss kind of guy with a lot more misses than hits.
Okay.
Fitzpatrick has been solid, so I'm not hating it, but I think that between Evans and Best, that's a really, really weak bottom tier of a 4-wide set.
He's playing the Redskins against the Lions defense. Now, Stafford's coming back. They've had a bye week. What do you think this means? Do you think that the Redskins score 6?
I was thinking 4 in my head. They like to give up the big play, and they struggle tackling. The Lions have Kelvin, and they also have Scheffler, and then Best, all who can break tackles. I think they could put up some good points. I mean, the Lions are going to lose, of course, but they can put up some points.
All right. On Beans, he's got Peyton Manning coming off of a bye week.
And in a great matchup. You don't even have to tell me, Doug. I mean, The Beans has matchup galore here with two players who are going to end up leading him to a victory. In Peyton Manning against Houston, and obviously Andre Johnson against the Colts. Neither team can play a lick of defense, and they're both excellent offensive weapons. That should be enough to take down the Sass.
I too will take the Bean here, and we move to Doughboy and Trash Talk. You had mentioned that this might be a trap game for Trash.
It has to be. I mean, the Doughboy is really not a good football team. Trash, although some say is overrated, could very well make a case for being undefeated, being 5-2, and the 2 losses that equal a total of 3 points. So it depends on who you want to talk to. This is obviously a trap game. Doughboy actually has Trash's number. I beat him in the playoffs a couple years ago, beat him last year, and I believe even one other time. So Trash obviously loves to overlook the Doughboy as he is inferior to him, but continues to lose.
Now, he, for his wide receivers, is rolling out Mike Williams, Marcus Colston, Kenny Britt. Do you think he has any other option that maybe he could roll with?
I doubt it because those are the ones that are in the game. If he had other options, he would be going with them. Colston against Pittsburgh, I don't like it at all. Maybe he could play Clark at tight end and maybe throw Collie in there and maybe Gonzalez, something like that. Insert one of those Colts that he's got.
That's actually not going to work because both of them are out, and you have Gonzalez, which... All right, let's just be honest. That was a dirty, dirty move. How can you sleep at night knowing that has happened to Jim?
Well, when one side of the pillow gets warm, I just flip it to the cool side. I sleep just fine.
Trash Talk, you have Chris Johnson. Are you getting nervous that Chris Johnson isn't what he was made to be?
No, dog, I'm not. That's girl talk. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, the Johnson is what he is. He's a stud. He's an all-star, and I love him.
Wow. You're blinded. You can't even see it. Anyway, in this matchup, I'm going to go ahead and take Trash. I think that the James Jones matchup is going to be a very good matchup for Trash this week, and I think that's what will propel you to the victory. McFadden obviously is a decent player, but Seattle has a pretty decent defense.
They do, but they've also played some really crummy run teams, like the Bears. So, I mean, he's not getting 49. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd take the under on that. But I think if I could get a good 15 to 20 out of both my RBs with Castle and maybe a Harvin doing something like that, I'll be okay. I'm taking the Trash.
All right. Well, that's it for the first set of previews.
You were going to say something right there. I saw it in your face.
I was going to say you said RBs. I thought you said MBs, and I thought you were referring to the MBs that you have been sporting recently.
No, that's just a part of me that I'm beginning to love.
And your wife loves them as well. We'll be right back.